and welcome to the Crazy Sock Lady YouTube channel. My name is Kayla and this is where I share all about my making adventures. Today is Tuesday, September 19th. It is 10:14 a.m. and this is episode 246. If you have something to sip on, something to work on, and you are ready to chat about knitting for a bit, that's all I have to share today is just knitting. And I've got some finished objects, works in progress, some things that arrived in the mail. I've got coffee today, finishing up my last cup of coffee. Let's chat finished objects. I have 2 socks and a hat. The first one, this is String to Stitches Yarns, Autumn Breeze Fall Leaves, and well, no, they're different. I was gonna say for both of my finished objects that are socks, but no. Different patterns. This is Vanilla Socks on 9-inch circulars, one of my patterns and tutorials here on YouTube. I did 25 rounds of knit 2 purl 2 ribbing for the cuff, 60 rounds for the leg, I believe. These are for my husband, Eric. I love how this yarn worked up. So pretty. These were pair 64 for the year, and I started them on September 5th and finished them on September 15th. I finished these on my birthday. The next, let's go ahead and do socks next. These I just finished last night. So these were actually the last thing I finished out of the 3, but they're on top of the hat. So let's chat these. These, I did Rhinebeck Roomies, one of my designs, which my pattern sale, 38% off, does continue until the end of the month. So just a reminder about that. There's no code needed. It's on Etsy and Ravelry. So this is Rhinebeck Roomies. The yarn, let me grab the tag. Just finished them last night, so I haven't cleaned out my project bag yet. The yarn is 3 by the Sea Designs. Grim Grinning Ghosts. And I just love how it worked up in this pattern. So it was a sock set, so I used the mini skein for heels and toes. It's such a squishy pattern. It's perfect. So these are a gift for a friend. I did 25 rounds knit 2 purl 2 ribbing for the cuff for these as well. I don't know how many rounds off the top of my head for the leg or anything. Don't remember, but love how they turned out. That was pair 65 for the year. Started them on September 2nd and finished them September 18th. Finished them last night, like just in time, right before we went to bed. Go ahead and hang those up over there. I still need to get pictures of the Rhinebeck Roomies pattern. Those I knit on 9-inch circulars as well. For my socks on 9-inch circulars, I use a US 0 2mm because my gauge is looser on a 9-inch. And I use Chalgu red lace 9-inch circulars. The next finished thing is another Musselburgh hat. So this one, I do not have anyone in mind for it. I did the adult large and I'm just gonna put it in a Ziploc bag. This is adult large. And I don't know what'll end up happening with like who it will go to. I may gift it to someone for the holidays, or I may just this winter put some hats together and donate them. We will see. But this is Musselburgh hat pattern by Ysolda Teague. Again, I did the adult large. This is some mystery fingering weight yarn. I have no clue what this is. I do have it folded up. You can do it folded or unfolded. I started this on September 9th and finished it on September 18th. Used a US 2.5 3mm needle, I believe. That was definitely a spam call. Trying to think if there was anything else. So for this one, I did run out of yarn. And I've had that happen before a few times, depending on what size I'm doing, if I have a full skein, you know, all the different things. But what I do when I run out of yarn, because I've had people ask, how do you make sure you start your decreases to use all the yarn? I don't stress myself out and worry about any of that. I go to the measurement the pattern says so that the hat is the right size. And then if I run out, I grab some scraps and I use up some scraps for the inside. or for the decreases, and then I just make that the inside of the hat, and you can't tell, and then you know what's the inside, what's the outside. And if it's kind of matching, you could even flip it and use that as the outside. Whatever you like to do, but that is what I do if I run out of yarn. I just grab some scraps. Honestly, it makes me so happy when I do run out of a full skein of yarn, because it's like then I've used up all that I had in that skein, whether it was a full skein or it was leftovers or whatever it was. I've used it all up, and I get to use some scraps as well. So it makes me happy when I get to do that. I don't worry about trying to weigh the yarn and see how much I have to need for the decreases. No, I just use up some scraps and make that the inside. So yes, I think that's it for that. And I did start another one. I started it right before I finished that one. I have this in a bag. I don't know who this is by. There's no tag, but it's a very cute Halloween bag. This one is going to be for niece number 3, my little baby niece. I am making her a baby-sized muscle bra hat. Look how cute it is. It's kind of squished up on my needles here a little bit, but look how cute. So I am just following the counts from the pattern for the baby size that's included in there. Fingering weight yarn, mystery yarn again. I'm pretty sure this one's Plucky Knitter, that it was a contrast color for a sweater that I made, gosh, ages ago when I lived in Arizona. I'm pretty sure that's what this is from, but tag is long gone. So just following the pattern exactly. Increases are done, just on the straight stockinette. Have a stitch marker on there from Pearl Smith. And I am using, I don't even know what these needles and the cable measure. It is from the red Chowgu twist set that has different needles and cables. I have this linked on my Amazon storefront, which is linked below. But there's this inside, and then it has longer and shorter needle tips. And then there's 3 different cable lengths in there as well. I think it says Twist Cables Mini. So yeah, I have this red set and then the blue set, which is larger needle sizes. And I am pretty sure I have both of those linked on my Amazon storefront below if you're interested. But I knew I usually do a muscle burr on 16-inch, and I was like, that's probably going to be too big. So I grabbed this and I made the largest that I could, the longer needle tips and the longest cable, and it's working perfect. And I will probably make another one as soon as this one's done. I might make one for my sister. I think this is going to go to niece number 2, which is niece number 3's sister. I'm going to send this to her, put that in the package for little baby niece, and then I think next I'm going to see if I have a collar over there already caked up that my sister, their mama, would like, and I will just send them off a package with hats for the winter. All right. My other 2 works in progress are socks. Shocker. I have not touched Wyatt's sweater. I haven't touched it. I may not finish it, if I'm being honest. I don't want to work on it. I don't want to work on it, and yeah, that's just where I'm at with it. At this moment is I do not want to work on it. So I don't ever think we should force something. If we don't want to work on it, it's not bringing us joy. This is our hobby. This is what we do for joy. And I just don't think we should force any of it. If we don't want to work on it, we don't want to work on it. So that's kind of where I'm at, is maybe having a conversation with Wyatt. I will make you any amount of socks you want, any hats you want. But I don't think I can finish the sweater. Don't think I can make myself do it at this point. All right, so socks. This pair is what I've been working on the treadmill. This is in a bag from Midwest Stitches. Hocus Pocus bag. And I need to measure this one because I feel like I'm getting close to the toe. This yarn is from a homespun house. It is a Hocus Pocus sock set. Vanilla socks, 9-inch circulars. I use the yellow for the heel and I may use it for the toe. We'll see. 25 rounds of knit 2 purl 2 ribbing for the cuff, 60 rounds for the leg. I have all of my markers over on that side. And I do have a tutorial on YouTube that shows why and how I use those. I could knit socks without them. I was going to say I can't knit socks without them, but I just love using them for keeping track of my rounds. I do have my progress keepers on here from the October Woolen Women Fiber box, which is still September 22nd is when the pre-orders close for that. So you can still get the October box pre-ordered. I do have that linked down below. Cute little witch's hat and a cat. Trying to think if there's anything else about these. I don't really think so. I just need to, this is the one I was working on this morning. Haven't counted and put my markers in, but I need to get my sock ruler and measure this, see how much more I have until the toe. And I might be able to finish these off tomorrow if I'm close. This pair has not, I've just got the cuffs done. This is my next vanilla pair. So I went ahead and cast them on, got the cuffs done so that it's ready to go when the Hocus Pocus socks are done. This is in a bag that was made by a friend when I lived in Arizona. No shop. And the yarn is, oh gosh, tangled here. The yarn is Legacy Fiber Arts. Sweet Shop, right? Yes, is the color name. It's on their steel toes, 7525 base. And again, vanilla socks, 9-inch circulars, 25 rounds for the cuff. It's been the go-to lately. So these are ready to go for treadmill knitting once Hocus Pocus is done, or for weekend knitting if we go anywhere and do anything this weekend, which if I'm being honest, I'm hoping we do nothing this weekend. It's been a week, but I'm hoping there's not a lot that happens this weekend. I need a chill weekend. I need I don't even know. I just need a weekend to sit. I do have some scraps. This is what I use for the inside of the musselburgh hat where I ran out of yarn. I had put this in this bag for heels and possibly toes for the Sweet Shop socks. And then I realized I was going to run out of yarn and I just grabbed this to finish off that hat out of the bag. So I am not sure it's getting blown out. I'm pretty sure this was Barnyard Knits maybe, but I could be wrong about that. I have no idea. It was just in the scrap bin and I grabbed it. And that will be, at the very least, heels. I do really enjoy doing a contrast heel. All right. I think that's it for projects. I do have a few things that came in the mail, birthday gifts, and I am not going to go through everything that was in them because I've already dispersed some things to various areas. But I received a birthday package from Nikki of Avery Lane Creations, and I will show you the yarn that came in this one. I have the hair ties. She sent me some hair ties, and these, I don't think I'm going to be able to go back to regular hair ties. These are ones that she made. We were talking about hair ties, and she makes these for herself, and she sent me a bunch of them, and I love them. So yes, there were just tons of sweet little things in there, but like I said, I'm already using some of them, and they're in various areas of the house. So just gonna show the yarn today. So this first one, all of these, if I'm being honest, aside from one that's Christmas themed, I'm gonna save it for a little closer to Christmas. I am probably going to be knitting these over the next month for sure. I don't think I'm going to be able to resist. So this one is called Gimme Color. There's her logo. It's on her 8515, right? Yes, 8515 Lush sock base. Look how beautiful this is. I think this is going to be socks, but I'm also intrigued to like see what muscle wear a hat would look like in this yarn. So I'm undecided at the moment, but I love this. It's so beautiful. This other one is a set. It is a 50-gram skein of Too Cool for School, and then these are Color Me Happy minis, and they are 20 grams. There's 6 of those. So 50 grams and then 6 20-gram mini skeins. I almost said that backwards. Almost said 26 gram. But look how pretty those are. Those would make some super fun socks. So that's probably what those will be. Then I also received a package from Lauren of Granite State Yarns, and I'm going to show you this first because I was so excited about this. I have seen Lauren post about these, and then I saw Lisa of 72 Stitches got one, and I love it so much. So this is Lauren at Granite State Yarns, sells them in her shop, but this is from Fox and Pine Stitches is who makes these. And it is so fun. I have a few little Notions containers, but this one is just so unique. Both sides open here like this. And then you have so many different little compartments that open up. I can't wait. I haven't put anything in here yet. It has some stickers and there are some stitch markers in there, but look at how fun that is. So I'm going to go through and decide what stitch markers, progress keepers, what I want to keep in here. I'm kind of thinking progress keepers because I just have them everywhere on a shelf over here. They're in little like tiny little bowls, which is super cute, but I think this would be fun to put maybe some Christmas and fall and Halloween ones in at the very least. I don't think all of my progress keepers would fit in here, but I think I could probably put a good bit in here. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing with that. Then she sent some yarn as well. So this is the one I'm going to save for closer to Christmas. This is DK Weight. There's her logo. This is her Christmas club from September. So this month, it's I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus on her DK base. So this one I will knit up a little closer to Christmas. It'll be socks. Then this is also a September club, her Aesthetic Club, September 2024. And it is PSL is the name. So this, I think I'm going to do Follow Your Path socks with. That's just what I thought as soon as I saw the yarn. That's what I was like, I want to make Follow Your Path socks. So if I'm still feeling that when I'm ready to cast it on, that is what I will do. I've already added these on Ravelry. Look at me. I put them in the basket over here. That is kind of my next up cast-ons. I do have my Yarnable and Row 1 ready to go in project bags. So I'm going to do Rhinebeck Roomies for Yarnable is what I'm thinking. And then just some vanilla scrappy socks with Row 1. So those are ready as soon as I get a chance to get them started. Now that I've finished the Rhinebeck Roomies, I may go ahead and get the Yarnable Rhinebeck Roomies started. All right, is there anything else? You're in your Live 360 because Austin is on his way home. Reading and watching, I haven't really shared about that in a while. I feel like the episodes have been a little shorter and I've been rushed for time, but I did write down a few things. So watching, we watched Discovery of Witches on Netflix. I had read the books and liked the books. The show was okay. I liked the people in the show, but of course the books were better. They were just better. We watched season 1 and we're on season 2 of Outlast on Netflix, and Sister Wives started back up, so I've been watching them. Reading, I finished reading On a Quiet Street the other night by Seraphina Nova Glass, And I started yesterday Good Bad Girl by Alice Feeney. And I really enjoyed On a Quiet Street, and so far I'm really enjoying Good Bad Girl. So definitely a thriller, suspense kind of books if you like those. I think that's all I've got. I'm gonna head upstairs, get ready to head out the door with Austin. I hope that y'all are doing well. I hope you are getting lots of making done, and I will see you next week. Until then, happy making. Bye.